Hi, Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 17th to the 23rd, 2022. I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general weekly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, all right? I skipped over the part where I thanked you so much for joining me, so thank you for your presence. Before we mention the overall message for the week, don't forget to stick with me till the very end of the reading to get an answer to your very own yes or no question, all right? So the message for you this week is, I can't believe this is true. I can't believe this is true, as I feel very puzzled, um, even a bit concerned when reading that. And the song that Spirit chose for you on Shuffle for the week is Good Place by David Archuleta. Good Place by David Archuleta. And I'll leave that in the description box below for you to listen to or look up the lyrics. However you want to go about it, let's aim on down and pull some cards. All right, let's begin by pulling a message or two from the Halloween Oracle deck. For my lovely Scorpions, my Scorpios, for this upcoming week to begin, the 17th to the 23rd of January. Community and web weaving, all right? There's also a focus on different worlds that you're experiencing, blending with, and also a level of happiness within oneself, even within your living situation, and different energies this week. All right, but going back to the song you're pushing me to pay attention to for a hot second, you, for whatever reason this week, are feeling like you're in a good place, okay? For one reason or another, once again. We have spider, community, and web weaving for the overall message. I do feel as if it's a bit of a whirlwind this week for you. As you build, you develop, you create, you try to improve your life in one way, shape, or form, but you do feel like you're in a decent spot. It may not be, say, physically like your living situation or your job, but it just feels like you're in a good emotional and mental spot, feeling quite healthy this week, as you don't feel the need to slow it down for one reason or another, but you also feel like things are just a bit confusing. You are shocked on a multitude of levels this week. For some, just one big moment. Let's pull the main part of the reading from the Mystic Mondays deck. For Scorpio. We got 3 here to begin. So we have Judgment, 4 of Cups, and the Princess of Swords. I'm hearing or Prince. Gender is quite irrelevant within these readings. But you being pushed to understand a situation better that has boxed you in, or potentially a situation from the past that you haven't let go of, or it just keeps being brought back up in one way, shape, or form, even if it's not your doing. I feel as if things are heading from one stage to the next. You may be in a transformative period of your life, as you do feel like you're in a good spot, but then you're just like, wow, if things change dramatically, will I still be in a good spot? Right? Feeling like you're being pushed to be completely honest with yourself as to how you truly feel about somebody in your life, a situation that's at hand. However that works out for you, you'll have to adapt it to your own individual life. You almost won't even expect this to be something you have to mull over or you're a bit confused by until this week transpires. Some of you, it's even more towards the end of the weekdays. I feel like things are aligning for you. You're just a bit conflicted about one thing or multiple things at this time. But with the 4 of Cups, you're feeling a need to prioritize your happiness, your peace, your serenity. And all the meanwhile, an offer comes in. And for some of you, it's from the past. Somebody you dealt with in the past, whether it's a friend, past lover, somebody you hooked up with. For some of you, it could be somebody you cut out altogether. And you're just like, I cannot believe this is true. You're coming back now, right? As I'm getting my shit together, I feel like things are starting to fall into place for me, or I'm in this good place. But you're being pushed to utilize what you know, right? What you've gained over time from this person or this situation being in your life once upon a time. or just from the past in general, and to put it to use when feeling like this is just not, I heard good mojo, this is not good energy, this is not going to bring me serendipity or just a level of peace in one way, shape, or form. And it feels like just the situation coming back or coming into your life is leaving you feeling so conflicted that the peace that you had is hard to maintain. All right. And therefore, obviously, you're being feeling as if you need to maintain it a lot of ways. As I struggle to speak, when you stutter, there's something to learn. All right. There's something to learn when you slip on your words in one way, shape, or form. But I feel as if with the Princess of Swords, you're learning more about yourself through the shocking experiences, uh, returning of a situation potentially once again. You're learning a lot about yourself through it. You're also learning more about the past, what you didn't see. Not all of it, but some of which. Being reminded that spirit does see more behind your back than you see firsthand, right? With the Queen of Pentacles just being pushed to take a very grounded approach, it feels like you're presenting your work in a lot of ways throughout the week with the community and web weaving spider card. But you just also feeling like you need to protect your finances for one reason or another, feeling like you don't trust people very much this week for a lot of important and good reasons. I feel like it's your intuition communicating with you. With the Ace of Swords, you're pushed this week to say, screw it, I'm going to keep moving towards my goals, my dreams, in a peaceful, controlled manner. And I'm not going to allow people returning from the past or coming in with these absurd offers. But I'm hearing it's not even that. You're not going to let it get the best of you, basically. I also feel like there's certain weird occurrences this week. Like when you're out and about running errands or just going to work or to or from, maybe even going to see a friend, you find yourself seeing something quite strange, unbelievable, almost out of this world for some of you, or just random. It's a very, very random week. Just expect that. But with the Three of Cups, as you charge towards the new, as you sort of accept that not everything and everybody is perfect for you moving forward, especially when you prioritize your peace and your happiness, you have a lot to celebrate. There's three people that you're reminded truly have your back, in comparison to whoever's coming in at this time, or whatever is just shocking you to a certain extent. Being pushed to be very honest with yourself as to why you should be celebrating at this time, and just kind of ignoring the negative entities, the negative people, the negative situations, the absurdities of life at times. And I almost find that, yes, you're going to be quite over serious this week, as I struggle to catch my breath for a hot second. I just find that a lot of you will enjoy somebody's company, potentially one of these three people, to the furthest extent. All right, it's going to remind you that you have a lot to be thankful for, as animals do become quite key for you at a certain point. You might find that animals are very drawn to you for one reason or another, or you're very drawn to them, or both. With the Six of Swords, you are being pushed to remember that you're only trapped by your own limitations. To be completely honest with yourself and potentially somebody else or multiple other people, that you're not willing to get into a situation or bring something back that is going to leave you feeling that trapped. You will feel a level of protection at certain points, but not the entire week. But we also have the Five of Cups, all right? It's like this level of truth transpiring throughout the week, this level of confusion leaves you expecting the worst or just focusing on the worst to a certain extent. It's like part of the week you're celebrating, you're being pushed to, and other parts you're just like, ugh, why is this happening to me? Like, things were more simplistic before this was even a thing. And I feel like if you simplify it in your mind, it'll be gone before you know it, right? It's just a week where you have to get past that. With the Six of Cups being, it feels like all these memories are coming back to you because of it all, right? Because the past is popping back up naturally, because something similar from the past is coming in, and it's just like, this just cannot freaking be true. Why is this happening to me? But don't try to limit yourself because of it, but also don't allow for the drama that sort of transpires to get the best of you. It just feels like you're the type of individual, especially at this point in your life, where If it brings you drama, if it brings this complication, I'm good. I'm good. I'm all set, right? And potentially what's coming in at this time or just trying to could bring that level of complication and drama. And so therefore you're rejecting the past or just rejecting what feels or reminds you of the past. And you're learning more about all of which that came to be once again, which is truly important. A reminder that everything happens for a reason. You wouldn't better understand what took place in the past, give you more closure for some of you, and help you move forward if this didn't all take place. But with the Knight of Pentacles, I almost said King of Pentacles, you find yourself moving quite slowly, right? There's parts of the week where things just move in slow motion. You may even find your mind moving in slow motion. It's part of why you slip up on your words. And it's not even like you're overthinking, but you are just finding things move slowly. Keep in mind you're in the midst of Mercury retrograde throughout this week, and things are meant to slow down, all right? You're meant to slow down. It's a push from the universe to rest, right? To replenish, to not force it when you feel that slow pace of things, that sort of snail-like way of being, if you will. It'll benefit you in a lot of ways moving forward. And also with what's coming in, or trying to, once again, it's not a time in Mercury retrograde to be communicating 100% effectively. Some do, but it's one of the main effects, if you will, altering communication. With one more before we move on to the next part of the reading. The Three of Pentacles, the number 33 coming out. You're reminded that you're spiritually connected in a lot of ways this week, but you have luck on your side. 1755, 1755. Look up that angel meaning number. There's a message for you. But I also just feel like you're being noticed or recognized throughout this week, even by people you don't want to have anything to do with. It's like you just kind of progressing and being calm and within your own world and just doing your own thing. Again, prioritizing your peace draws in a lot of attention. Feels like people just like your vibe, and you're like, yeah, I get it, but it's like a gift and a curse, getting this attention and just people being attracted to the type of person you are at this point along your path. Wow. Yeah, you definitely long for more this week. And the past being brought up in your mind or just in front of you in one way, shape, or form, or via text is pushes you to remember what you don't have at this point in your life and just to simply move towards what you desire. I just heard simplify your mind, simplify your life. From the Moon Magic deck for Scorpio. If you haven't thought of your yes or no question, take this time to do so. I will persist, my will is strong. Better believe it. You better believe it. People are noticing that as well. I gather more wisdom each and every day. I was going to read the next one, but I'm not. Let's pull one or two more, or three. Again, the number 3 coming out. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place of profound learning. Those are the bottom of the deck. I am loved beyond measure. And I heard almost too much. Almost too much. At times you doubt it, but that love is real. And accept renewal and delight and fresh starts, as well as I have power. It is real. It's a week where you're reminded the power of your mind, the power of what you've been through, the good and the bad, the power of your individual decisions. All right? Let's answer your question. For Scorpio. The answer for your question is no. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're looking to book a personal reading, the options lie down below within the description box, so just reach out via email. I hope you have the most amazing week. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.